Russia bans Western liberal propaganda of choosing not to have children. Russian MPs pass legislation banning propaganda of choosing not to have children. It is the latest measure targeting what Moscow depicts as Western liberal ideas. PM Modi to visit Nigeria, Guyana, and Brazil for G20 summit. Next week, PM Narendra Modi will travel to Brazil to attend the annual G20 summit. He will also visit Nigeria and Guyana as part of a three-nation visit. These countries offer assisted dying, or are considering it. Britain is to debate whether to legalize assisted dying for the terminally ill. The debate could pave the way for the law to change. COP29, Disaster Relief Fund for Vulnerable Countries, ready to disburse. Long-sought disaster relief fund to help vulnerable countries weather the storm of climate change. Will start handing out aid next year. China unveils its second fifth-gen fighter. Looks exactly like this U.S. jet. China is the second nation in the world after the U.S. to have more than one fifth-generation fighter jet. It is making a debut at its largest airshow, taking center stage at the event. UK vows to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 81% on 1990 levels by 2035. UK will aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 81% on 1990 levels by 2035. UK may soon bring assisted dying law. Lawmaker explains its safeguards. A proposed law allowing terminally ill adults in England and Wales to end their lives was published on Tuesday. It sets out safeguards such as ensuring the approval of doctors and judges. Trump expected to pick Kristi Noem as Chief of Homeland Security. Donald Trump is expected to pick South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to head the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The post is at the center of the incoming president's tough on immigration policies. U.S. space startup Firefly valued at over $2 billion in latest funding round. Firefly Aerospace has raised $175 million in a late-stage funding round led by RPM Ventures, valuing the space startup at more than $2 billion. How methane emissions threaten climate goals. Fast-rising methane emissions could undermine efforts to limit global warming by mid-century. Scientists and policymakers urge aggressive action to curb output of the potent greenhouse gas. Judge delays decision in Trump's New York criminal case to November 19. The judge in Donald Trump's New York criminal case has delayed to November 19 a decision on potentially throwing out the U.S. president-elect's conviction. Potential for life found on Uranus's moons. Scientists reveal. A recent analysis reveals that Voyager's encounter occurred during an intense solar storm, potentially skewing our perception of the Uranian system. 11 injured after severe turbulence on board Lufthansa flight to Frankfurt. 11 people were injured when a Lufthansa flight from Buenos Aires to Frankfurt hit severe turbulence. Starlink in India soon? Elon Musk takes on Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Jio. Elon Musk will be taking on behemoths like Mukesh Ambani's Jio and Sunil Bharti Mittal. India's internet and telecom sector is likely to get a new entrant. 11 killed in military airstrike on tea shop in Myanmar. 11 people were killed when a tea shop in Myanmar was hit by a military airstrike in the northern Shan state.